Good evening, everyone. I'm calling the meeting to order. Today is Thursday, March 12th, and this is the Colton Joint Unified School District School Board meeting. Welcome, everyone. I would like for Joanne to take roll call of the board members present, please.
Mr. Ibarra?
Present.
Mrs. Haro?
Present.
Mr. Flores?
Present.
Ms. Doreen Ojeda?
Present.
Mr. Fuentes?
Present.
Mrs. Flores?
Present. Okay, I would like to invite our Superintendent, Dr. Miranda, to lead us in the flag salute.
Absolutely. Will everybody please stand? Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Miranda. Before we begin tonight's meeting, I would like to take a moment as board president to honor Vincent Hernandez Garcia, a beloved senior from Grand Terrace High School who recently passed away. Vincent was known at Grand Terrace High School as a respectful and dependable student who was always willing to lend a hand when something needed to be done. Classmates and staff appreciated Vincent's quiet presence and kind spirit. He will be remembered for his helpfulness and the calm, thoughtful way he moved through the world. Vincent was deeply cherished by his classmates, his teachers, and the entire Titan community. His kindness and his spirit touched many lives, and his loss is felt across our district. On behalf of the Board of Education, we extend our heartfelt condolences to Vincent's family and to all who knew him and loved him. During moments like this, we are reminded of the strength of our community and the importance of supporting one another with compassion and care. At this time, I invite everyone to join me in a brief moment of silence in Vincent's memory. Thank you. We hold Vincent's family in our hearts, and we remain committed to supporting all of our students, our community, and our staff during this difficult time. We do have an interpreter, Cynthia Bueno, who is available for Spanish-speaking persons wanting assistance. Cynthia, can you come up, please?
Thank you, Board President Flores. Good evening all. Muy buenas noches a todos. Yo soy Cintia Bueno. Soy recepcionista y traductora del distrito. Si alguien desea servicios de intérprete, puede encontrarme en la mesa trasera. Podrán adquirir el dispositivo para hacerlo. Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you, Cynthia. Item 1.3, adoption of the March 12, 2026 agenda. I need a motion to adopt the agenda with the following amendments. Amend closed session item 11.3, personnel public employee appointment, discipline, dismissal, release. Addition of one certificated coach, head varsity flag football. Addition of 2 classified coaches, band assistant, varsity football assistant. Addition of 3 volunteer coaches, band, baseball boys, varsity track co-ed. Need a motion?
I'll move that.
Okay, I need a second. Okay. I have a motion by Board Member Fuentes and second by Board Member Haro to adopt the agenda as recommended. All in favor? Nays? Okay. Abstain? No abstentions? Okay, on motion by Board Member Fuentes and Board Member Haro, and on a 6-0 vote, the board adopted the agenda as recommended. Item 2.0. 2.1, I'm sorry, Colton High School. I would like to invite Principal Abbott to the podium.
Good evening, Board President Flores, members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Miranda, Executive Cabinet, family, friends, and of course, all of our Yellow Jackets in the audience this evening. I am proud to present to you all this evening the Colton High School Showcase. And now I'd like to introduce 4 of our most amazing Yellow Jackets at Colton High School: Aubrey, Christian, Mia, and Alexa.
Wow, thank you for such a warm welcome. Good evening, Board President Bertha Flores, members of the board, Superintendent Dr. Miranda, Executive Cabinet, and community members. My name is Aubrey Gonzalez, and I am the ASB President at Colton High School.
My name is Christian Jason, and I am the Senior Class President at Colton High School.
My name is Alexa Ruiz Amaya, and I am the Sophomore Class President at Colton High School.
And my name is Mia Perez, and I'm ASB Vice President at Colton High School.
We would like to thank you all for your time and now present the CHS School Showcase. First up, we have homecoming. Keeping tradition alive, on October 9th, 2025, Colton High School hosted the Mardi Gras-themed homecoming rally, parade, football game, and halftime show to get our students and community in the homecoming spirit. At the halftime show, homecoming king Colton Cagarice and Queen Cassandra Romo were announced. Next up, we have our Slam Dunk Distracted Driver Assembly hosted on October 10th, and also on October 10th, CFD hosted a Fire Prevention Week Assembly. And finally, back to homecoming, the annual homecoming dance was hosted on October 11th. As usual, ASB put together a lovely display that beautifully portrayed the Mardi Gras theme and provided a night of fun, food, and dancing. As for Unity Week, PBIS and Renaissance hosted Unity Week from October 13th to the 17th. This included games and activities held during lunch for students to participate in. Then, on October 15th, NHS hosted their annual induction ceremony to welcome in the sophomores of the class of 2028. During this ceremony, hosted in the NPR, students were recognized for their outstanding achievements in both academics as well as service towards the community. Now for our wonderful Fall Awards Assembly hosted by Renaissance on October 29th. This evening ceremony highlighted student achievements from semester 2 of the 24-25 school year in the fields of honor roll with 177 recipients, principal's honor roll with 308 recipients, AP exam awards with 172 AP exams passed from May 2025 AP testing, 32 students being awarded the AP Scholar Award, and 1 student being awarded the AP Scholar with Honor Award. Awards were also presented to the top 10 students from all 10th and 12th graders. For some more academic topics, PSAT and SAT Day was hosted on October 14th. Anatomy class had a very festive wound project on October 22nd where they created fake wounds. Also, AVID held a Halloween costume contest on October 31st during lunch. There were winners in many different costume categories, and it was all judged by our CHS counselors. And finally, our juniors are currently prepping for their math, ELA, and science CAPS tests later this spring. They are ready and excited to begin testing and meet Dr. Miranda's 10-10 goal this year.
First, on October 4th, our CHS band participated in Canyon Springs High School's 27th annual field tournament and won 5th place in the 3A division. Next, CHS students took a field trip to the Palm Springs Museum of Art on October 17th. Also, CHS Hip Hop Club hosted our 2025 Yellow Jackets Got Talent on October 18th. First place with a cash prize of $250 went to the Blogs, who are a student-ran band. From October 20th through the 24th, we held our Future Ready campaign to promote students to apply for college. We had our college and career fair on October 27th. The seniors had a college application submit day with 173 applications submitted on October 28th. We also had a Cry Rop Roadshow with CTE and ROP programs on November 4th. Our choir classes put together a fall concert after school on November 7th. We had our Veterans Parade with the City of Colton on November 11th. Our theater classes came together to put on a fall performance after school, Snow White, on November 21st. We had a winter show with our band and choir after school on December 5th. Our Cue the Lights Club presented a Scrooge performance after school on December 18th. Leadership came together to support our top students on National Special Education Day on December 2nd, where they made bracelets, slime, and played endless video games during first and second period. Our CHS students took a trip to UCR on December 6th, where they gave campus and classroom tours and even let the students try out their challenge course, which involved rock climbing, tightrope, walking, and zip lining. On December 10th, we handed out our Winter Wishes gifts funded by staff at CHS to students who asked for a special gift for a friend, family member, or themselves during the holidays. Our Renaissance and ASB students came together for a holiday leadership day with snacks and drinks on December 11th. Lastly, Renaissance hosted a Frozen-themed all-school awards winter PBIS ceremony on December 12th. Divided by grade level, this ceremony highlighted students' achievements in the field of Student of the Month, which had 240 recipients, and PBIS, which had 107 recipients.
On January 16th, City Council member John Echevarria gave a motivational speech about perseverance to CHS students. On January 20th, the Champs Pathway hosted a Chopped-inspired cook-off. On January 21st, HEAL had a public health project. HEAL took the week before to do all sorts of research on different types of diabetes, including type 1, 2, gestational, and pancreatogenic. With this research, they created a presentation to inform each other how they can prevent it and help others prevent it as well. They covered many topics of how each is maintained, cured, contracted, and some signs and symptoms of each type. Moving into Caspcella on January 27th, CHS hosted the annual Caspcella Kickoff, which is an assembly to prepare all current juniors for the upcoming CASP test. Over the course of the year, our Yellow Jackets went on an assortment of field trips, including the Broad Museum, San Diego Zoo, Automotive Museum, and the Skyland Ranch. There was an NJROTC competition on January 24th, and senior class visits were held on January 29th. Seniors were informed about upcoming events and information about graduation. Our seniors are ready to graduate. There was a welding competition on January 31st, And on February 17th and 18th, CHS hosted a Lunar New Year celebration. Ms. Lynn and her students showcased their creation of a dragon puppet and hosted a tiny parade during lunch. Winter awards were held on February 20th. The ceremony highlighted students' hard work through semester 1 of the 25-26 school year. For honor roll, there was 260 recipients. For principal's honor roll, there was 438 recipients. The top 20 junior honor guard was announced, as well as top 10 for 9th through 12th graders. For some more academics, the ELD award ceremony was held on February 10th. LPAC testing took place from February to March, and MAPS testing was from February 15th to March 4th. The senior class of 2026 picture was on February 18th. The CTE student showcase was on February 26th. The winter rally was on February 27th. The theme was SpongeBob, and ASB did an incredible job of bringing Bikini Bottom to CHS. The prom fashion show was on March 6th. During so, seniors showcased the proper attire for prom 2026. The theme and location were also announced, as well as prom court. CHS also had the NJROTC military ball on March 6th. The Rotary speech competition was held on February 20th. First place went to Leah Quinones, who won $200. Second place to Sarah Marquez, who won $100. And third place to Roxy Itosu, who won $50. Read Across America was on March 3rd. A handful of leadership students attended the trip to Grant Elementary. Heal hosted their blood drive on March 6th. All students who donated blood were rewarded with an In-N-Out gift card. HEAL presentations on relationship awareness were held on March 11th. Members of HEAL went into classrooms and gave wonderful presentations.
As usual, our link crew leaders continue to conduct freshman follow-ups on every first and third Wednesday of the month, where they connect with all freshmen and make their first year at CHS a great one. Link crew also hosted their Halloween event for freshmen on October 31st. And lastly, on November 17th, incoming freshmen from Colton Middle School and Joe Baca Middle School visited CHS for a glimpse of what their next school year will look like, guided by our CHS link crew leaders. Moving on to our athletics, our girls basketball earned second place in the San Andreas League and made their third consecutive trip to the CIF playoffs. Yes. The boys soccer team won the Skyline League tournament to come in second place in league and made the CIF playoffs. The CHS esports team attended the Fall Brawl Smash Bros tournament at Barstow High School on October 18th, and Xander Lavario took first place. Both boys and girls wrestling teams came in second place in league. The Lady Yellow Jackets qualified for CIF duels for the first time in school history. In addition to this, we also had 7 league champion wrestlers: Joshua Jimenez, Uziel Murillo, Tyler Zesk, David Yanez, Norel Cuellar, Gabriela Rocha, and Natalie Ramirez. 3 Yellow Jacket wrestlers also qualified for the Master Tournament this season. Also, the boys basketball team won the Skyline League Championship with an undefeated 8-0 record in league. They also won the CIF Division IX Championship, earning the first CIF title in school history for the sport of basketball. And finally, for my personal favorite, the competition cheer team competed at CIF Southern Section again, placing 5th in Division III co-ed. They also represented Colton at the CIF State Tournament for the first time in Colton history. And most importantly, the team earned first place at the USA Spirit Nationals in Anaheim for the first time since 2007, thanks to their hard work and dedication throughout this season. And now for our spring sports. Our track team participated in the Heritage High School Invitational on Saturday, March 6th in their first action of the season. Our girls frosh and saw 4x400 team earned third place, while we had 2 discus throwers win first and second place. That is Mia Guerrero and Jasmine Lopez. The team began league meets when they hosted Kaiser on Wednesday, March 11th. The boys' tennis team have been excited to return to their newly refurbished tennis courts on campus at CHS. Thank you to Assistant Superintendent Fromm and his team for their support with getting the tennis courts ready for the new year. Boys tennis is off to a solid start for the season, and they are preparing for their upcoming league season where they will host both league prelims and league finals on April 27th and 29th. Girls softball is currently 6-0 to start their season and will enter league play next week. Boys baseball is off to a sound start this season at 3-4. They will begin San Andreas league play this week, looking to punch their ticket to the playoffs after reaching the semifinals last year. This Saturday, March 14th, they will play Arroyo Valley at the 66er Stadium at 4 p.m. Moving on to PBIS, community meetings are conducted once a month with both parents and students. We also continue to have advisory lessons on extended second period days, and teachers hand out 5-star points to those students who are being responsible, being respectful, and/or acting with integrity. As you may know, our students are hardworking and dedicated individuals, from academics to extracurriculars, and our school makes sure to take note of that and reward them, thanks to the hard work of Renaissance, who held their first Rewards Redemption Day on October 24th, where students could redeem their 5-star points given to them by staff for being an exceptional student. Students can continue to redeem these points, not just on Rewards Redemption Day, but year-round thanks to our reward store, also run by Renaissance. And lastly, Renaissance also continues to distribute birthday cards and candy to all students for every month. And for our attendance, Colton High School continues hosting Step Up Saturday School Days, where students can study and/or make up attendance. Our next Step Up Saturday School is April 4th. And now, please direct your attention to the current slide for information on all our upcoming events. We look forward to seeing you there. And finally, we would like to thank you for your time. It is greatly appreciated, and we now open ourselves up to any questions or comments you may have.
Thank you. Thank you, Mia, and thank you, Aubrey, Christian, and Alexa also. Excellent presentation. You managed to put everything in 15 minutes. You let us know your activities, your academics, your athletic programs, your school spirit, your pride, everything all packed, and you did it very well. I know Mr. Abbott is probably back there. Yeah, he's very, very proud of you, and so are we. I'm going to open it up to board comments. Okay, Mr. Ibarra.
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to offer my congratulations to all 4 of you for doing an excellent job in your presentation. It was clear, concise, and really informative in everything that you talked about. Also, I just want to acknowledge all the excellence that is coming out of Colton High School. Colton High School has a long tradition of excellence in sports, but also excellence in academics as well. And when you put those two together, you're going to have a really strong student. And I just want to say to each and every one of you who are achieving, first of all, the champions, CIF champions, you'll never forget that. That's going to be something that's going to go with you the rest of your lives. Winning cheer, being first place, something that you'll always remember. You know, going way back, I can speak for myself, I still run into old friends that I haven't seen for years, and we played on championship teams together, and when we see each other, first thing we do is we give each other a hug because, you know, of all the things that and all the memories that each and every one of you will carry with you throughout your whole life. So with that, I just want to say that's great to the coaches, to the players, to the family members, to the support, to our administration, our teachers, all those who support Colton High School, and all those efforts that were put out throughout this year. You know, that it's, like I said, you know, I could sum it all up and just say that's excellent. It's been a wonderful journey for, I'm sure, all of you. So continue that journey and keep on going forward, because that's going to be really important in your lives to come ahead. So never forget where you come from and always remember where you're going. So with that, I just want to say great job and congratulations again. Thank you, Bertha.
Thank you.
Board Member Fuentes.
I'm going to ditto what Mr. Ibarra said, and have a good day. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, you guys did such an awesome job. It's great to see everything, academic, sports, all the fun activities that are going on at CHS. To me, yeah, you know, I've been to some of these events. I was at the finals for the CIF for the basketball. You guys did such an awesome job. You fought hard, man. You guys did a great job. So congratulations to you guys. But congratulations to all four of you. You guys are doing well-spoken, dictated everything. It's not easy coming up to the pulpit, to the podium or whatever it is. Come up to the podium. I call it a pulpit. The podium, and to be able to share what's going on. And you guys did a great job. Congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing. You are the leaders at CHS. Keep that leadership up from today and forever. So congratulations again, and congratulations to all the teams, the cheerleaders, everyone, and parents. Thank you. Thank you for raising great, great kids like this, because without you, we couldn't have kids like this. Thank you.
Any other comment?
First of all, great job in the presentation. You guys have always been so impressive when you come forward and share all the things that you're doing, not just the presentation, but the enthusiasm and the energy. You make Colton High a place that kids want to be and they're excited to be. And I'll just add, because what you've heard from all the board members is absolutely true, how proud we are of the success of our students across the board, and whether it's athletics, whether it's performing arts, or whether it's whatever the extracurricular activity might be that students are into, leadership, student leadership positions, and of course academics. One of the things that's special about Colton High is that with each class comes over 100 years of tradition and heritage that you inherit, and that you pass on to that next class, and that next class, and that next generation. And I can tell you firsthand how special that is, because my parents graduated from Colton High. My dad is a proud graduate of class of '68. He wears it proudly. I graduated from Colton High, and now my son is a freshman at Colton High. And that is not something that I think I envisioned when I was at Colton. I didn't know if I was going to stay or leave or come back. I left, but I came back. And now looking at the legacy that's been left behind, I'm so proud to be just a small part of something that is so special. And I want you to know that what you're doing, the culture that you're building, and again, this is to not just the students, but the coaches. And by the way, some of you are also Yellow Jackets out there, and your kids are going to Colton. We know what that means. When you see sitting in the stand and you're watching your kids play, or you're watching them perform, there is a sense of pride that, I don't care, on your best day on the court or on the field, it is such a greater sense of pride that you feel when you see your kids do it, right? That is a blessing that you give to us, and I want to say thank you for what you're doing, and remember that the responsibility you have is to set the example for the next generation. So thank you so much for everything that you do for us.
Thank you so much for your presentation. And are we going to see you again this next? No? How many of you are seniors? 2? Okay. Well, have you picked your college yet? Or have you decided what path you're taking? Yeah. Oh, okay. Good, good.
Lots of acceptances.
Lots of acceptances. That's wonderful. That's good to hear. Yes, that's great. Okay. Thank you so much for your presentation. Thank you. Excellent. Okay, moving on to 3.1, Mr. Abbott. Principal Abbott, please do not go far. You're back on the podium. And he will be presenting on the cheer team. Another proud moment here.
Colton's in the house. Right? So one thing, just in my experience as a student, not too long ago, and as an educator and administrator, one of the things that has always remained consistent and constant is that our cheer programs at every school really are the shining leading light for what we do. They're always in the community, they're always at the school, they're always there for all of us. And so not too often do we get to celebrate them, and I just want to say, as the proud principal of Colton High School, this is an amazing night in recognition of you all for your accomplishment. And so at this time, I would like to introduce our cheer coaches and our comp cheer team to the podium.
Hi, good evening to everyone. Thank you so much to the Board of Education for having us here and celebrating with us this really big win. Thank you, community member, family, friends, for being here to cheer everyone on. Mr. Abbott, sweet words. Thank you for recognizing us and being our cheerleaders today. These kids went through an amazing year. It was full of challenges. It was full of changes. It was definitely a year of a lot of close together, very smart, athletic individuals who I am very proud to have been able to coach, and I am very sad to see this team leave, but very excited to keep moving forward as well and building this program at Colton High School. Thank you so much, everyone, for this. Yeah, get that flag going, Mia. Okay, and starting with that recognition, we have Miriam Alzaga. We're gonna go through this way. Bea Armendariz. Alexis Cartagena. Sarissa Castañeda. Genesis Delgadillo. Isabella Escobar. Jasmine Gomez. Christian Jason. Stephanie Marcelo Vergara. Isabel Nodal. Mia Perez, Cassandra Romo, Kendall Smith, Zulani Vasquez Palacios, right here. Isabella Winter, and not here with us today, but still recognized, Natalie Movasahi, Jennifer Asensio, Robert Acevedo, Joanna Guerrero, and Javina Para.
Okay.
So Katie's out today, but we'll do a picture. We'll get a kid. No, is that, you guys are okay
Okay.
there?
Girls, can I ask you girls to just take, boys and girls, step back? So, yeah.
There we go. Maybe even a little, we can see that.
There you go.
We can't see the trophy.
Yeah. Right. Girls, hold on a minute. Parents, if you need to take pictures, please do so.
Yeah.
Kodak moment. Come up.
Get my good side.
Okay, congratulations again, girls and boys.
Can I take it home?
Okay, moving on, we have Bloomington High School. No, I'm sorry. Mr. Abbott, please come back up. Mr. Abbott.
My steps in tonight. All right, from one championship team to another, nothing more than I can say first time in school history, Colton High School boys basketball champions. Coach, gentlemen, please make your way to the podium. Thank you.
Thank you, council members, family, friends. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up today. But it was a great season for the boys. Started with a lot of adversity. We had some injuries, a lot of things going on at the beginning of the season. The guys stayed together. They fought through that adversity, no finger pointing, no blaming. They had the right spirit about everything. It all culminated a few weeks ago with the Division IX championship. I couldn't be more proud of the guys and the work they've done. We have a great group of seniors who, for the most part, were all with us for 4 years. I think they were really the backbone to what we were able to do this year. So super proud, and yeah, thank you. So for individuals, Brandon Emerald. Isaac Arroyo. Michael Collins. Martin Delgado. Andreas Elenis. Damian Jimenez. Colton Kegris. Gonzalo Orpeza. John Eric Renteria. Rudy Ruiz. Isaac Sanchez. Isaiah Stewart. We'll save those for the end. We'll mention that then. That's for me. We won't talk about him. Yeah, we won't talk about you either. Barry Board. Just because I want you up here. Come on up here. There you go.
They didn't get a selfie with him.
What's that?
They didn't get him.
Okay. Isaiah Rangel. I also want to recognize a couple of folks who aren't here. Jamie and Robinson, who was on our coaching staff this year. And Peter Tahada.
So, hold on, everyone, before you take your picture. I want to get a selfie. Get together, boys. Squeeze in. Squeeze in. Here's the coach. You gotta shake hands first. You gotta shake some hands first. We need you in the front, coach.
Proud moment for all of us. Okay, we have the celebrations continue. We have Bloomington High School, CIF's Southern Section Student Athletes of the Year. Ms. Roman, please come to the podium.
Do we see the first student?
Good evening, Board President Flores, board members, Superintendent Dr. Miranda, and members of the audience. It is with great pleasure that we recognize and introduce our CIF Student Athletes of the Year. And before we begin, I'd like to make sure that both of our athletes have the opportunity to come up if they have not come up yet. So I see that we have Stephanie up here, but do we have Gabriel? Is Gabriel in the audience? Okay. We'll recognize him privately on our school campus. All right, I'd like to introduce our student athlete. She really embodies and exemplifies what it means to be a Bruin scholar athlete. Stephanie Amara Iweju is recognized tonight for her excellence, not only as a senior female scholar athlete of the year, but also for her academic success and athletic abilities. We're proud of your accomplishments and wish you continued success. And also, I would like to recognize that she is planning to go to Duke University next school year. We are extremely proud of her, and I just wish her the best in her future endeavors and know that she will shine and represent Bruin Country proudly. With recognizing our stellar athlete and student, I'd like to also take a moment to recognize her family. So for families in the audience, we know that it takes a great support system for students to be successful. So if you'd please stand as well.
Family.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Oh, you know what? We do want a picture with all of us in front of him. Okay.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations again to Stephanie. We wish her the best. We are moving on to our employee recognition. I would like to invite Dr. Cervantes and Mr. Enciso up to the podium.
Good evening, Board President Flores, board members, Superintendent Dr. Miranda, and members of the audience. My name is Eric Enciso, proud Director of Human Resources Classified. Got you there for a second, right? Nope. No. So I am here for the employee recognition for the month of January, February. Our first person that is on the classified side unfortunately could not be here today, so I'm not going to share the name because I get very certain that we're going to get a very big round of applause when I do share it. So I'm going to share that one next time, but we'll be moving forward with the next person.
I would also like to share that we do have a certificated employee of the month, but unfortunately she couldn't be here. I am going to share her name. Her name is Stephanie Lynn, and she's our PPS CPS. Unfortunately, she was at a professional development, couldn't make it here on time, so we'll introduce both Joe and Stephanie next time. So let's give them a round of applause.
You spilled the beans.
I wasn't listening to us.
Whoops.
Oh, oops. Yes, thank you, Ms. Flores. At this time, I do want to recognize our educational partner, and that is Ms. Sandra Davis of Davis Family Child Care. And let's give her a round. And introducing her is Principal Chavez from Smith Elementary.
Good evening, Board President Flores, board members, Superintendent Dr. Miranda, and member of the audience. It is my honor to recognize Sandra Davis, owner of Davis Family Child Care, as our education partner for Smith Tech Academy. For nearly 3 decades, Sandra has been a caring and dedicated presence for the families in our community. Staff describe Sandra as one of the kindest, most generous, and compassionate people they know. Sandra Davis has been a cornerstone of support for many of our students and families. Through her dedication and commitment to early child care, she has helped nurture and prepare many of our Smith stars for success long before they even arrive on our campus. One of our teachers, whose 2 children attended Sandra's daycare, shared that Sandra demonstrates incredible dedication and a compassion towards students and family. She is generous with her time, deeply committed to the well-being of every child she serves, and highly respected by both colleagues and families. Sandra's generosity extends far beyond childcare. Staff share that she is always one of the first to support our school's efforts, whether it's helping with homeless drives, water drives, or grade level fundraisers. Her willingness to support these initiatives reflects the deep care she has for our students and families. Simply put, Sandra truly exemplifies generosity in action. But what truly makes Sandra special is the heart she brings to everything she does. Her positivity is contagious. She greets everyone with a warm smile and always finds ways to support students, families, and staff. Sandra has always been a trusted partner to our school community, volunteering on campus, supporting school events, serving on our school site council, and even helped transport her daycare students so they could attend our night school events while parents are working. Sandra Davis is more than a child care provider. She is a trusted partner, a supporter of families, and a beloved member of the Smith Tech community whose impact has touched generations of students. Sandra, your kindness, generosity, and dedication reminds us that it truly takes a village to raise a child, and we are so fortunate that you are part of ours. Thank you, Sandra. We love you. You are truly a shining star.
Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you, Board President Flores, board members, and Superintendent Dr. Miranda for this incredible honor. I first got into childcare because I wanted to be a teacher. But then after I had my daughter in family childcare, I thought, okay, that's what I want to do. So 18 years later, now I'm still doing childcare, and the kids I have now are from the babies when I first opened. It's their children. So it's just going in circles, just going around. Yep, and then I would just like to say thank you to Smith families and my own families and my extended child care families for their constant support over the years. I'm proud to transport kids to and from school, continue volunteering, and help meet the needs of our community by loving all of the kids. I truly love these children, and I feel like I'm still supposed to be here for them. So that's why I have no intention on retiring anytime soon. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I can. Right now. Okay, and I would like to introduce my mom, Mary Jeffries, and my sister, Gwen Wesley, my granddaughters, Erilyn and Tristan, my grandson, 7, and my Smith family, and all of my child care families. Thank you. Okay, let's get. Would you like us to hold that while you? Okay. Thank you.
when I was in nutrition services, I would get a call and they would tell me, I have a van full of kids over here that, are they able to get meals? I would say, absolutely. I have a suspicion that was Miss Davis and her kiddos. But I love it. Another round of applause for Miss Davis.
right.
Thank you. Good job. That concludes our presentation tonight.
All right, well, thank you. And next month, we will see
we'll get you
your
the name.
secret
Our secret
name.
shopper. They'll-
Right?
Very common.
Thank you so much. At this point, we're moving on to 4.1, public hearing for master retail electricity supply agreement with Constellation New Energy Incorporated for the purchase of electricity at Grand Terrace Elementary School and Slover Mountain High School. Okay, I am opening it up to this public hearing. And we're opening it up to public comments pertaining to this item. Seeing none, we are closing the public hearing. Okay. We are going now to 5.0, public comment, item 5.1. We do have some cards that we would like to call up. Okay, for as we call the public comment, each speaker will be invited to the podium and should begin by stating his or her name and reciting city. First speaker, Ana Karen Del Real.
Good evening, board members, CJUSD families. My name is Ana Del Real, and I am a parent at Lincoln Elementary. There's multiple Lincoln Elementary parents here tonight because we care deeply about our children and our school community. We want to work with the district to ensure Lincoln is a safe, supportive, and transparent environment for our students. Our intention is not to discredit the hard work of many staff members at Lincoln Elementary, but we do want to express some concerns. Parents have concerns about the school site council process and Title I funding transparency. SSC members are responsible for voting on the school's financial plan, but it is difficult to make informed decisions when the full budget is not shared before votes occur. Families want to understand how Title I funds are allocated and how those funds support student success. Therefore, we ask that parents are to be able to review SSC procedures to ensure full budget transparency before votes occur. Frequent leadership turnover has affected staff morale. Teachers report limited support, difficulty obtaining supplies, and reduced time to connect with students. When staff and parents feel unsupported, it directly affects the learning environment of our students. So we ask, how will the district ensure teachers receive necessary supplies and resources in a timely manner? Additionally, parents and staff have raised concerns about campus cleanliness, undersupplied bathrooms, and custodial accountability. There have also been reports of students visiting the health office without parents being notified, as well as concerns about safety incidents occurring on campus. Families deserve clear and rapid communication when incidents occur that affect student well-being. We ask, how can the district ensure that custodial standards and campus safety expectations are being met? How can we ensure that parents are notified when students visit the health office or when serious incidents occur on campus? Thank you.
Thank you. The next card I have is Adriana Bravo.
Adriana Bravo, y soy de Abraham Lincoln. Estamos aquí esta noche porque nos importa profundamente Lincoln Elementary y los estudiantes, maestros y la familia que formamos esta comunidad. No estamos aquí para crear conflictos. Estamos aquí porque queremos que Lincoln tenga éxito y vuelva a ser la fuerte escuela comunitaria que siempre ha sido. Reconstruir la confianza requiere transparencia, responsabilidad y comunicación abierta entre el distrito y el personal y las familias. We are open to future discuss our concerns at a later time as these matters are important to our well-being and educate of our students. Thank you.
Thank you. Jasmine Garcia.
Mi inquietud es que nosotros los padres hemos estado expresando nuestras preocupaciones de que algunos informes de los estudiantes pueden no haber sido tomados en serio. Los estudiantes merecen sentirse escuchados y respetados cuando comparten sus preocupaciones sobre su entorno escolar. Mi pregunta es, ¿qué procesos existen para garantizar que las preocupaciones de los estudiantes y padres se tomen en serio y se investiguen adecuadamente? ¿Cómo garantizará el distrito que las voces de los estudiantes sean respetadas y no ignoradas? También los padres y el personal estamos pidiendo al distrito que revise las prácticas de Lincoln para garantizar que se sigan las políticas y procedimientos. Una supervisión sólida del distrito es esencial para mantener un entorno de aprendizaje seguro. Pregunta, ¿realizará el distrito una revisión de las prácticas de liderazgo y consejo escolar de Lincoln? ¿Qué medidas de responsabilidad se aplicarán si no están siguiendo las políticas o procedimientos? Gracias.
Okay. Voy a pedir a nuestra intérprete que nos interprete lo que acaba de decir. We're asking Cynthia to come up and translate.
The parents stated, parents have shared concerns that some student reports may have been dismissed or not fully taken seriously. Students deserve to feel heard and respected when they report concerns about their school environment. Questions. What processes are in place to ensure student and parent concerns are taken seriously and investigated appropriately? How will the district ensure student voices are respected and not dismissed? Parents and staff are asking the district to review Lincoln's practices to ensure policies and procedures are being followed. Strong district oversight is essential to maintain a safe and supportive learning environment. Questions. Will the district conduct a review of Lincoln's leadership practices and school site council processes? What accountability measures will be in place if policies or procedures are not being followed?
Thank you, Cynthia, for that. Next speaker is Amanda Oliverio.
Some families feel like communication has been inconsistent and that not all parent groups receive the same level of engagement or support. Building trust requires consistent communication and equitable treatment for all families in the school community. Question, how will the district ensure all families receive equitable communication and support? What steps will be taken to rebuild trust between Lincoln leadership and families? Parents and students have raised concerns about professionalism among some office staff and school leadership. When incidents occur that affect students, families expect transparency and clear communication. Question, how does the district ensure staff and leadership maintain professional standards on campus? What processes ensure incidents involving students are communicated appropriately to families? Thank you.
Well, thank you for that.
Okay. Dr. Miranda, can you meet with the parents or talk?
Oh, yeah, we will be directing the superintendent
Yes, please.
to meet with the group And yes, we do hear you. We just can't respond right now. And like you mentioned, there's a lot to talk about. So we are directing the superintendent to meet with you.
Copies. I don't know if you got it.
We have the
For
copies.
each member.
Yes. Thank you.
Ms. Garcia, yo la voy a contactar mañana para hacer una junta. ¿Está bien? Ok, gracias.
Thank you, parents. Next speaker is Lisa Villa.
Hello. Good evening. My name is Lisa Villa, and I reside here in Colton. I'm here today because I care deeply about the students in this district and the community that supports them. I appreciate these opportunities to speak, and I hope my comments are received in the spirit that they are intended, which is concern for the well-being and success of our students and staff. One issue I would like to address tonight is transparency and communication between district leadership and the community. Many members of the community, including myself, often bring forward concerns, questions, and feedback during meetings like this one. These comments are not made to create conflict. They are made because people care and are concerned about the direction of our schools and the impact of your decisions have on students and staff. However, it often feels unclear how those concerns are handled. Are there guidelines that determine which public comments or issues the board chooses to respond to and which ones are left unaddressed? As someone who has spoken many times here before, I sometimes feel that concerns brought forward in good faith are simply ignored. It can feel as though responses are given to those only when they help create the appearance of transparency, but meaningful follow-ups or explanations rarely happen. Afterward, you never immediately respond to my public comments. You simply say thank you. But other people's comments, you tell them you will call them tomorrow. You have never called me. I bring important facts. When this happens, it leaves members of the community feeling unheard. More importantly, it creates the perception that decisions made at the district level are happening without meaningful dialogue with the people most affected by them, our students, families, and educators. Transparency is not just about sharing information when it is convenient. True transparency means consistent communication, clear responses, and a willingness to engage with difficult questions from the community. When that level of openness is missing, it can begin to erode trust. My hope is that the board and district leadership will consider establishing clearer expectations for communication with the public. If concerns are raised, the community deserves to know whether they are being reviewed, addressed, or why they may not be acted upon. Ultimately, we should share the same goal, doing what is best for the students and staff in this district. Open communication and transparency are essential if we want the community to feel confident that the decisions are being made in good faith for our kids. Thank you for your time, and hopefully you're listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Villa, and that concludes the public comments. We are moving on to 6.1, second interim presentation, Business Service Division. I would like to invite Assistant Superintendent from Ann Marianda Sarabia to the podium.
Good evening, Board President Flores, board members, Superintendent Dr. Miranda, and members of audience. Tonight here, we're giving you an update on budget for second interim. Next slide, please. The purpose of second interim is to provide a snapshot of our district's financial health midway through the fiscal year. It helps that the district stay on track with budget and represents actuals from July 1 through the end of January 31st, 2025. Next slide, please. There's 3 different ways we can certify our interim report, and we're proud to report we have a positive certification that we're filing. That means the district is projecting we'll be able to meet all of our financial obligations for the current and subsequent 2 fiscal years. Next slide, please. I'm going to turn it over now to Maria Amanda.
Good evening, board members, executive cabinet, and members of the audience. This slide shows how the unrestricted revenues have changed since first interim. There was an increase of $400,000 in LCFF revenue. mainly due to higher unduplicated pupil count, as well as an increase of $187,000 in local revenue due to higher energy rebates. However, some of that increase is offset by higher contributions to restricted programs, resulting in a net increase of $122,000. On the expenditure side, adjustments reflect how the budget is responding to actual staffing and operational needs. Benefits decreased due to the use of one-time restricted dollars that will be expiring, while books and supplies, contract services, and capital outlay were realigned to better reflect current needs. In addition, transfers to other funds decreased due to a one-time grant awarded to our child development program, which reduced the contribution by $500,000. Overall, there was a decrease of $1 million in expenditures. This slide highlights where the general fund is supporting other programs and obligations. The largest contribution is to our special education program, where service needs exceed state and federal funding. We also make contributions to the restricted maintenance program to support facilities, and the self-insurance fund to cover workers' compensation and liabilities, as well as to our child development programs. These contributions reflect our commitment to maintaining comprehensive services for our students and staff.
So this slide here is very important. The state has a proposal out for next year to increase funding for special ed, which is much needed, as you can see by the increase in contribution costs that affect every school district in the state of California. If you look down at the bottom line there, AB 602, they propose to increase the base rate of the grant, and they fund it per ADA, district-wide ADA, not special education students, ADA. So we are projecting that cost could give us up to $1.5 million to $2 million or more. That will be very helpful. And the COLA at 2.41, I just learned today, it most likely is going to come in higher than that, which will help as well in that. So there'll be more information to come on this after May revise comes out. Next slide. This is also a very important slide. This shows our declining enrollment actuals from 1920 through the 24-25 school year in the blue, and then the yellow represents based on our current staffing enrollment projections for the next 10 years. Total enrollment decline that we've had since 2019 is 16.9%, an average of 440 students per year. It's projected over the next 10 years to lose 3,383 students, which represents approximately a $54.1 million loss in ADA dollars over that course of time.
The multi-year projections show our financial outlook over the next 3 years. As shown on the right, the district continues to meet the required 3% reserve each year, with reserve amounts projected at approximately $13.6 million in 25-26, $12.8 million in 26-27, and $13.1 million in 27-28. While the overall fund balance is projected to decline over time, the district is closely monitoring enrollment trends, staffing levels, and expenditure growth, and will continue to adjust as needed to maintain fiscal stability. And then this final slide outlines the key milestones in the budget development process. It begins with the governor's May revision, followed by the 26-27 LCAP and budget public hearing in early June, and concludes with the LCAP and budget adoption in mid-June.
Thank you, and any questions?
I'll open it up to the board. Any questions? Okay. Board Member Flores.
President Flores, just to touch on the additional special education funding coming from the state, this is state money that they're looking to allocate for special education? So this would be new dollars coming in?
No, it won't be necessarily new dollars. It's an increase to the base. If you look on the
okay, right.
They're projecting or presenting That's about 80 more FTEs that current is. The current base is around 916 per ADA. But the funny thing is about that, the cost that the governor put in there is more dollars than that dollar amount is there. So it could go up to over 1,030 if they allocate all the money he says he put in for it and that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. So this is obviously contingent on being finalized in the governor's budget for next year. Okay.
Yes, and every penny will count. So we project around $1.5 million to $2 million or more, depending on if that goes up. It can be even more to help with that contribution as well.
It'll lower our contribution to what the shortfall is currently. Right. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Thank you for that clarification. I was wondering the same thing. Any other questions? I think we're good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to items 7.1 through 7.50. Are there any items that you would like to be considered separately? If not,
If just real quick for a quick, it's a positive presentation. It would be 7, I believe it's 7, I want to say it's 7.4. It's under the field trip, under the field trip items.
okay. Okay, is there a motion to approve action items 7.1 through 7.50 with the exception of 7.4? Do we? Thorn Ojeda, and second, okay, Fuentes. Okay, I have a motion by Board Member Thorn Ojeda and second by Board Member Fuentes to approve action items 7.1 through 7.50 with the exception of 7.4. Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Nays? Okay, on the motion by Board Member Thorn Ojeda and Board Member Fuentes and carried on a 6-0 vote, the board approved action items 7.1 through 7.50 with the exception of 7.4. Okay, going back to 7.4. Is there a motion?
I'll move to approve the item.
Okay, need a second? Okay.
And I just wanted to take a moment just to highlight one of the events that we participate in as a district. If Dr. Pichini wouldn't mind sharing a little bit of information on the National Black Graduation. It's a fantastic event. I just wanted to let folks know what it is and how we participate.
Put on at the county office or at Cal State San Bernardino, and so it celebrates our Black and African American graduates throughout the district and throughout the county. I believe San Bernardino and Riverside. And so we, part of the field trips is to purchase 88 tickets for our African American and Black seniors in order to participate in that. We'll also provide busing if needed from the school sites for anyone that has any transportation issues. And so it's just an exciting event to celebrate African American and Black culture, as well as our graduates, and really celebrate their accomplishments for the school, for their 4 years in high school.
Absolutely, thank you. I've had the privilege of attending it a few times, and it's such a high energy, amazing event. And what's great is obviously students are coming from across the county and the region, so they're getting to celebrate with one another, meet others. There's a lot of focus on where they're going to college and what the future holds, but you're absolutely right. It's a celebration of culture, heritage, of excellence, and so just wanted to make a note of that, and I am grateful, Dr. Miranda, that we continue to participate and allow our students to participate in the National Black Graduation at Cal State. So thank you.
I just added, part of the vision of the district of equity, and Dr. Clark heads that, so we don't want to lose sight of that. That's led by an incredible leader, and of course Tina recognizes that, and we're going to continue to provide these opportunities for our students and on making sure that we fulfill that vision.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. I have a motion by Board Member Thorn Ojeda for Board Member Flores and second by Board Member Fuentes to approve item 7.4. All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays? Okay. Abstentions? None. on motion by Board Member Flores and Board Member Fuentes and carried on a 6-0 vote, the board approved action item 7.4 as presented. We are moving on to 8.0. For reports 8.1 through 8.4, are there any questions or comments from board members on those items? Okay, if not, we will move on to 8.5, facilities update. We do not have a facilities update today. ACE update, I would like to invite Ms. President Parachi to present.
Oh, okay. There you go. It's off. It's late. Good evening, Board President Flores, Board members, Superintendent Dr. Miranda, and members of the audience. My name is Christina Parachi, and I have the privilege to be the President of Association of Colton Educators. I would like to provide a brief update on 3 areas: negotiations, ACE leadership, and legislative advocacy. First, negotiations. The Association of Colton Educators and the district have successfully completed the bargaining cycle for the 25-26 school year officially. The bargaining teams reached tentative agreements on several contract articles, including a 2.3 salary increase for our educators. In addition, both teams signed an MOU that ensures all health benefits costs will be fully covered for the 26-27 school year, pending board approval. At this time, the agreement is in the ratification phase, and our membership will be voting through March 31st. I want to acknowledge the collaborative work between the district and the association bargaining team to reach this agreement. Second, ACE elections. The association has officially completed its election cycle. Our membership has chosen to maintain largely the same leadership team. That means nobody ran on most of the position. There was one person on the ballot, with the exception of a new middle school director. One of the middle school director is retiring, Wendy Stakoviak. We look forward to continuing the work with this leadership team, and will formally introduce the full ACE leadership group at the first board meeting of the 26-27 school year. Finally, legislative advocacy. On March 9th and 10, members of the San Bernardino CTA President's Coalition and Superintendent's Coalition traveled to Sacramento to advocate on behalf of students and educators across our region. Together, we spoke with legislatures about key issues affecting our schools. We actually put 7,000 steps in a day from 8 to 4:45. With no lunch. Among the priority we raised were the urgent need for increased special education funding, and we did advocate for 1099, not 1039 for students, or 999. To address growing caseload, educator burnout, and staffing shortage. Ensuring that educator compensations keep pace with California high cost of living, so educators can continue to live and work in the community they serve. Supporting the California Community Schools Sustainability and Expansion Act. As you know, the governor proposed to put $1 billion in Prop 98, which means funding will be taken from base to fund community schools, which is not something that our team supported, because we should get the minimum on Prop 98, not add more programs, which means some of the schools that don't have community schools, they'll get less on base grants. So we did not support that. So then the last thing was continuing investment in student services, school safety, mental health support, and funding for all students. So these conversations are important because they demonstrate that district leadership and educator leadership can work together with a unified voice to advocate for our students and our staff. Just to let you know, every legislature or anybody that met with us, senators, assembly, they said that this is the only group that takes superintendents and presidents. And we actually had, originally we're going to have the president and the superintendent of Apple Valley, which they were in impasse, but they were going to put everything aside and go in there with a united front, even though back at home they don't get along. So with that, we didn't talk anything else besides what we discussed, and it was a really good experience. Actually, at the beginning, you could see that the union side, we had 7 and 7, but we ended up with 5 and 4, and the union was on this side. The superintendents are on this side. By the end of it, we actually were all mingled together. There was no more who's sitting next to who, so it was a really good experience. And have a good night, and oh, happy spring break. We all need it.
That's right. Thank you, Christina. 8.7, CSEA update. We don't see anybody? No. Okay. MAC update. Oh, I'm sorry. Come on. Oh, of course. Come on. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, MAC update. Okay. ROP.
Yes, we did have a meeting yesterday, a very informative meeting, as they all are. And a couple of highlights is that Colorado Chicaipa ROP is going to be starting to concentrate a little bit more in increasing their adult programs. And a couple of the programs that they're looking to start working on, one of them is a cosmetology program, full service cosmetology program, which I think most of the board members, I'm the only male that sits on the board, along with Israel, who's an alternate, but everyone was really pretty hyped up about it and sounded like a great idea. And of course, there's always going to be a need. And Dr. Angle, who's in the crowd today, he said that that's one area that AI won't get involved in. So, you know, we're all going to need haircuts and so forth. So, you know, that's something that, you know, we look forward to seeing it develop. Also, they're looking to create a wellness program, which is going to be for our students, staff, and the community. And I think that that's going to be something that, because here at Colton, I mentioned that we have a lot of success with our wellness programs. You know, it serves our students really well, and it offers them an opportunity just to step away for a while and get support outside of the classroom. So I think that that would be an excellent, excellent idea for CRIROP to head in that direction. Just a couple items, and so I won't take too much away from my colleagues. At Colton High School, we had 8 Colton High School welding students advance to the state competition for Skills USA, which will be held in April. And we also have we've had a former Slover Mountain High School child development student, Natalie Orozco, was hired by Kitty Academy. And she's now teaching her own class of 2-year-olds. So just want to highlight the fact that a lot of the skills that they learn through CRIROP and through our district academically, you know, allows many of our students, and we see this constantly, go into the profession of their choice and give them opportunities to do well. With that, I'd like to turn it over to Pat Harrell. If you'd like to have a few words.
Excuse me, just a couple of things. I'll continue with what you were saying. Bloomington High School's virtual enterprise team placed second in salesmanship, excuse me, at the California State Conference in Bakersfield. And we also have Bloomington High School criminal investigation course. They attended the SBCSS Public Safety Day on March the 5th. And we also, I think that's all for me. Sorry.
Okay, and Israel.
Real quick, for the Cryrop Educational Foundation, we are going to have some fundraising going on. And I think the first one is the Buffalo Wild Wings in Yucaipa. So if you're in the Yucaipa area on March 16th from 4 to 9, step into the Buffalo Wild Wings, grab some wings to go or to stay there and eat, or a burger, whatever you'd like to do. We're having a fundraiser there, and more to come. We're going to have some bingo coming up. And then we're also looking for a location to do some fundraiser out in this area of Colton and Bloomington and all that. So, you know, keep an eye out. And March 16th, if you're in the Yucaipa area, we'd like to see you there at the Buffalo Wild Wings. Thank you.
And Israel, what does the fundraising money go toward?
It goes to our scholars, our students, for scholarships, for them to continue in their careers.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Very good. Thank you for
And
the
that's our
report.
report.
Thank you for the report. Superintendent's communique. Dr. Miranda.
Yes, good evening, Board President, board members, and everybody who's still out there and online. It is my pleasure to present my communique this evening. I do want to start off with asking the board to accommodate us with a special board meeting. In board correspondence, I put a little bit more details in there. So I know all of you received that information. And so I've put up some dates there for the board's availability. And I'm proposing those 3 dates that you see: Monday, April 6th, Monday, April 20th, and Tuesday, April 21st. We usually start our, special board meetings around 5:30, but however, if the board wishes, we can start earlier, let's say 3:30, if that would work for our board. It's obviously going to be held here, and look forward to confirming a date with the board this evening, and obviously best supports all your schedules. So,
Okay, do we have a preference?
April 20th is good for me, and the 21st.
Okay. Anybody else? Mon?
Either of those dates, too. Either one, either date.
20th would be, 20th open.
Okay, let's go with,
Allow us to accommodate the TLF potential event we were talking about, Dr.
yeah, that's correct. Yeah, the fundraiser for TLF.
okay, so Monday, April 20th.
Monday, April 20th, and board is good with 3:30?
3:30 would be better.
3:30
3:30?
would work. Yes.
Great. We will put it on the board's calendar. Thank you, board, for accommodating staff with my requests. Next item, I'd like to highlight this incredible event. So next Friday, March 20th, our district will have the honor of hosting the Inland Empire Expanded Learning and STEAM Symposium at Grand Terrace High School. The symposium is expected to welcome approximately 500 expanded learning leaders, educators from across the Inland Empire, bringing together professionals who are dedicated to expanding opportunities and enriching experience for our students beyond the traditional school year. We are especially honored to welcome California State Superintendent Tony Thurman to our event, or to the county's event. But I'm calling it our event because it's at Grand Terrace High School. So he's going to share some remarks, and I get the honor of also sharing some remarks at the event. So inviting all of you to attend, especially our board, and learn about how expanded learning plays a role in the success of our students. And really, what the event vision is about, and for us, the district, is this opportunity to showcase the incredible work happening in our programs while fostering collaboration and innovation. And I know we have incredible programs that Tina has led with Ron Perez and Yoda out there. So, Yoda, we are proud to be hosting, and it's going to be an important gathering for the district and all the leaders around the region here. So it's going to be an awesome event. So, last slide here that I have, spring break. President Parachi mentioned that, and we're looking forward to spring break taking place Monday, March 16th through Friday, March 27th, with classes resuming on Monday, March 30th. So during this time, the district offices do remain open to the public on a modified schedule, 7:30 to 4. Regular office hours will resume on Monday, March 30th, And at that time, the offices will stay open until 4:30. So as we approach this break, I hope all our staff members have the opportunity to take some well-deserved time to rest, recharge, and enjoy just meaningful moments with their family and loved ones, and stay safe, more importantly. So on behalf of the Board of Education, we wish all our students, staff, and families just a safe, again, relaxing, enjoyable spring break. And I'm going to go off script, Joanne, real quick. I just have to highlight this incredible event that I attended this morning that involved our students at the Public Safety Career Fair that hosted by Joe Baca, Supervisor Baca, and it brought together leaders from San Bernardino County Fire Department, County Sheriff's Coroner Department, Sheriff's and Coroner's Department, the Probation Department, and our Arrowhead Regional Medical Center. And so we had students from our COPS pathway at Bloomington High School attend. Thank you to Ken for bringing them there. And we had our students from Grand Terrace High School, the Emergency Medical Response Pathway, who attended that. So it was just an incredible opportunity to do a hands-on experience. It was a little different take than just a regular career fair. And so I got an opportunity to be there this morning and, to see the students, and they got to see the helicopters that the sheriffs use and the different aircrafts, vehicles. Just an amazing event. One of the best I've seen hands-on for our students. They got to talk to the sheriff of the county, Sheriff Dicus, and other leaders. So what an opportunity for me to be there and represent our district and speak to them a little. And so, I told them that every one of those students, if they have that dream, they can feel it. And I said, and who knows, one day it may be you answering the calls to serve and protect this very community, because we as a district have incredible relationships with our partners, our sheriffs, our Colton Police Department, and thank you to the board for for those relationships, because I know you believe in that partnership. And so I just wanted to make sure that I highlight that. And Supervisor Baca, thank you for the invitation and for doing that for our students. Thank you. So with that, that is my communique this evening.
Thank you, Dr. Miranda. Board member comments. Board member Haro. Sure thing. Board member Fuentes.
Thank you, Board President. Real quick, shout out to Grimes Elementary for Read Across America. I was out there reading to the students in 6th and 4th grade. Mr. Duran and Mr. Sutherland, we had a lot of fun reading the book. The Little Yak is what we read, and they really, really enjoyed it. So shout out to Grimes, one of my favorite schools. And it's not because my girls went there, but, what can I say? But I had the opportunity to hit out there, and then also, excuse me, had the opportunity to attend the Senior Inspirational Dinner at Grand Terrace High School. I always love going to that, and that's where you shed that tear. You get to see parents and seniors from the high school together, having a dinner together, and just remembering and just thanking mom and dad for everything they've done for them. And to me, wow, when those pictures come up and they have the signs, they're holding the signs, thank you, Mom, for everything you did. I just love that. It touches me. So shout out to Grand Terrace High School. Also had the opportunity to head out to the CIF game, basketball game. Those young men played hard. They did such a great job. So a shout out to them again. Also, District Band Festival that we had, that was also amazing. And what I really loved, and I won't forget, was the dinosaurs when they came out and they were playing the Jurassic Park theme. It was cool to see those dinosaurs come out. I thought that was a great touch. So congratulations to all the students in our bands and all of that, because they sound phenomenal. Thank you. And I love, many of you know I play guitar and bass and drums and all that. So I also had the opportunity to DJ the CJUSD Health Fair, which was a success. If you didn't make it, you need to make it next year. There was a lot of great information, a lot of great vendors. There was a drawing, and a lot of things. And I want to thank Superintendent Dr. Miranda for being there also and supporting that fair every year. He's out there every year, and I know he does his walks, you know, every year. And actually, as we were getting ready to do the drawing again, he won. So what was it? Grand Canyon University, was it, or Duke University?
Grand Canyon, you're
Grand
right.
Canyon. So he got some swag from Grand Canyon. So it's a fun event. You know, don't miss it. If you're a staff member, classified, certified, come out and check it out. You know, it's a fun fair to go to. A lot of great information, and so check it out. And we dance and we do all of that. Also had the opportunity to head out to the SIMSEF Science and Engineering Fair award ceremony, and we did have students who received awards from CJUSD, and so congratulations to them. And kind of going through my list here, and then the Navy Ball. The Navy Ball is another touch. Beautiful Navy Ball. To see all the students in the uniforms, all well dressed that evening in their gowns, their suits, and all of that. Shout out to the NJROTC team at Bloomington High School and Colton High School. Shout out to both of them. And I'm going to leave you with this. Have a great spring break. Enjoy your time with your families. Get out there and have fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Board Member Fuentes. Board Member Haro? Okay.
I'm ready now. Okay. So I have a couple of things I want to talk about. I was invited out to the Kindness Ambassadors at Cooley Ranch. And this time it was called Kindness Ambassadors Come Home. And this was, the Kindness Ambassadors were started originally in 2020 during the pandemic for students to have a way to connect with each other because, you know, everybody was on their iPads doing their work and they didn't see each other. So Miss Nina set it up, and the program has been such a wonderful inspiration. So what she had an idea was to have former Kindness Ambassadors come and speak to the current ones and tell them what it's done for them in their lives and where they are now. She had 5 students from Grand Terrace High School, 1 Terrace Hills Middle School, and another, a young man who is also in middle school, but he's in another district now, and he's starting to start a Kindness Ambassadors in the district that he is in. And it was just really heartwarming to hear what the girls had to say and what all the students had to say. And right now there's a student there at Cooley who her sister is at Grand Terrace, and she came, so it's come full circle where now she is a Kindness Ambassador. But I just wanted to bring it up because Miss Nina does such a great job with the program, and she continues to just push through, and these kids are doing great things around the campus. So I wanted to make sure I did a shout out for that. I also wanted to talk about, I was at Bloomington High School for their choir concert, and this concert was a preview to their festival time. And festivals is when they go to other sites and they get judged by choir teachers from other districts, and they come home with either a trophy or medal or what. And I just wanted to, Bloomington High School, they came home from the festival, and they came home with a rating of excellent, which thank you to Ryan Duckworth. He always does such an amazing job with our students. The concert that they had that night was, again, their festival concert because they were getting ready for festival. And festival, if you've never been to a festival concert, they have to sing a minimum of 5 songs in 5 different languages. And it was really beautiful to hear them sing. But we had a special treat there for the currently Bloomington High School's choir has a student teacher there. And the student teacher right now is going to University of Redlands. He's up now, right now, he was a former graduate of Bloomington High School. So it was really great for the students afterwards coming up and just like giving him hugs and everything because they were so excited and asking him so many questions about what he was doing and where is he going to do. You know, he wants to be a middle school or a high school teacher. So just to put it out there, because he was fabulous. And I understand that Mr. Flores he's also tutoring on the side, and he's tutoring his son. So his name is Alejandro Ruiz. And like I said, he was a 2020 a graduate from Bloomington High School. And, I'm sorry, 2021 graduate from Bloomington High School. And they had to do, like I said, songs in different languages. And Mr. Duckworth wanted to do one in Spanish, and he knew the song he wanted. But that song, there wasn't music written for it. It's a Spanish Mexican song called Bésame Mucho. And there was no, it's a beautiful song, but there is no written music for the choir for that song. So Mr. Ruiz said, I'll do it. And he wrote the music, and the kids sang it, and it was the last song of the event, and it brought down the house because it was just beautiful. And like I said, the most heartwarming thing to me is seeing current students just going up to him, and they were so excited to see that he went into music, what he's doing, and they were just, you know, because a teacher can talk to him till they're blue in the face, but another student and a kid, you know, just the reactions that they had. It was really great evening. So I just wanted to bring that up. And also the California San Bernardino County Superintendent Showcase is going to be held at the California Theater. And Bloomington High School has been invited by Ted Alejandro's office, their choir, to perform there at that event. So it's really a great, I believe they've done it once before, and he's asked them back again this year. So it's really exciting that they get to go, and they are practicing also for that. And the last thing I want to just bring up is that I had the honor, and it was a wonderful event to go to the Garner Holt Gala that was held last Saturday. And this was a fundraiser. It was a fundraiser for a pet project of Garner Holt. And Garner Holt, in case many of our students have gone to go see some what they do there, and they show the kids, and they make a bird, and they just have a program for all levels from elementary, middle, and high school. And he wanted to start a program, and he's named it Garner's Garage, and this is what the fundraiser was for. He does, for many of you who don't know who he is he has done animatronics for all major theme parks all over the world. Currently, Disney theme parks have 655 of his animatronics. He's known at Knott's Berry Farm. He's everywhere. He works with Knott's Berry Farm with STEAM and STEM projects. He works with Disney with STEAM and STEM projects. And Garner's Garage is something that he's always wanted to do. And this is a program where it's an initiative to empower and support creative individuals in our community with an emphasis on underserved youth. He's going to have all kinds of different students from all walks of life, former incarcerated, to give them a chance to be able to try something new, learn a trade, and it's all going to be free to them to come and to learn. So it was really a great evening, a celebration, and sharing the STEAM disciplines that they offer there. And it was just a wonderful evening, and it was great to see so many people there, many Disney Imagineers and such who were all there to donate to this wonderful cause for students to learn something at no cost to them. I mean, it was just really exciting. So I just wanted to share that because it was a wonderful event. And of course, who can turn down, when if it's an event for kids, you got to be there. So thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Board Member Flores.
No formal comment tonight, but I did want to ask a question, something that sort of came up during the public comment. It's not the first time, but we've on occasion will have parents or public speakers that will need translation services. I was wondering if it's possible on the actual speaker slip, if there is a box that they could check in advance in saying that they would like translation services. That way we can be prepared. There are some actual laws even around that. Like we need to know that when you do have translation services, they get 6 minutes, not just 3. But if they could check that box and we would know in advance, we could be prepared, even just the beginning of the meeting. I think gives us a little bit of a run-up for that. So if that's something that we can look into, Dr. Miranda, that just making sure that we're inclusive and that we're creating an opportunity for folks. If folks need a language other than Spanish, that's ideally something they would tell us in advance. I don't know if there's a way that we can share that information at the county. We posted it along with the agenda. That there was a clause that said if you need translation services, if you could contact us at this number or send an email, that way we could have somebody available. But just to make things go a little smoother. Yeah.
Good point. Okay. Board Member Thoring Ojeda. Okay. Board Member Ibarra.
Thank you, Bertha. Just a couple of things. First of all, I just want to say that I attended Colton High School's Winter Awards, and it was very well done. Many of our students were very excited, but I think I saw more parents that are excited, which it was good to see because the whole auditorium was filled, and you know that Colton High School's auditorium is not small. So it was well attended, and Board Member Flores, Dan was also there, and to celebrate his son receiving an academic award. So just want to mention that they did an excellent job, and it was a really good night for a lot of people. Also at Bernie, a couple days ago, they had a small event where they had some students sing, and they sang a couple Mexican songs, and they did some flocorico dancing and so forth. They had all these young girls dancing, and they had this one little boy that looked in the middle like, Mom made me dance, and so forth. But what was impressive was that the instructors were from Think Together. And Think Together, the one lady was talking a little bit about how her passion is to bring the culture, the Mexican culture, to the students. And they like to do it through song and dance. And 2 of the songs that they sang were really good. One was Cielito Lindo, and the other one was Poco Loco from Coco. So they did a really good job, so I just wanted to mention that as well. And with that, also just want to wish everybody a wonderful spring break. It's incredible that we're here at this juncture of the school year. I know a lot of us say thank God, but for me, it's always after spring break. The rest is downhill, to graduations and so forth, and then to a new year. So just enjoy, relax. One of the things that I enjoy doing is not being on the clock in the morning, because I know all of us, once we wake up, we're on that clock. We have to do what we have to do. I have to grab my coffee, run, and there we all go. So at least during spring break, I could take my time, maybe watch a little bit of the news without having to rush to somewhere, right away. Anyway, so with that, everybody have a great rest of the evening, and thank you for being here. Thank you, Bertha.
Thank you, Mr. Ibarra. Okay. For myself, I just want to say a few words. Dr. Seuss is behind us. The Read Across America is behind us, and I just want to thank Dr. Miranda and staff for making it such a special event. That's a message that we're sending our children, that reading is fun, it's important. And I want to specifically talk about our libraries at the schools. Libraries, I think if you were out there, you were probably guided and led into the school library in most cases. What a beautiful place for kids to read. And principals, please send this back to your librarian saying thank you. Thank you for making their libraries so appealing and so welcoming and heartwarming for the kids. That is my comment. The next thing is, it's sad, but we did have another loss here in our district. And we would like to close tonight's meeting in honor of Joseph Ornelas, who passed away recently. Joseph was a 33-year district employee. He was the only head custodian that DRC Elementary School has ever had. He's having served in that position since the school opened in 1996. Joseph was beloved by the students who he enjoyed playing tetherball and basketball with on the playground and who he would help in the cafeteria each day. He was also known for being an enthusiastic Dodger fan and a devoted husband, father, and grandfather. We send our heartfelt condolences to both his family and the entire DRC Elementary School community. At this time, I invite everyone to join me in a brief moment of silence in Joseph's memory. Thank you for that. The board will now adjourn into closed session to discuss the items listed on the closed session agenda. Good night.
Exit stage left.
Okay, the board is back to continue the meeting, and we have some items to report. 12.1, we have a student discipline revocation. There was one student discipline item presented in closed session. Is there a motion to uphold the expulsion order as presented? Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion by Board Member Haro and second by Board Member Fuentes to uphold the expulsion order as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay? Okay. On motion of Board Member Haro and Board Member Fuentes and carried on a 6-0 vote, the board upheld the expulsion order of one student discipline item as presented. Number 10462435. Okay, personnel public employee, item 12.2. Motion by Board Member Flores and second by Board Member Fuentes and carried on a 6-0 vote. On a 6-0 vote, the board approved the following. Certificated coaches 2, head varsity flag football girls, varsity football assistant boys, certificated regular staff 1 music teacher, classified coaches 5, band assistants, head varsity tennis girls, head varsity volleyball girls, junior varsity football assistant boys, and varsity football assistant. Volunteers, coaches, 4, athletic training, band, baseball boys, varsity T-BAT, co-ed. And volunteers, 25, general 21, classroom observations, 4. Classified leave of absence without pay, 2, speech language pathologist assistant and nutrition services worker 2. Item 12.3. In closed session on a motion by Board Member Fuentes and second by Board Member Ibarra, the board took action to release a principal and reassign to alternative administrative position for the 2026-2027 school year. The board directed the superintendent or his designee to serve notice to the affected employee, and the roll call vote was unanimous. 6 votes. Okay, with that, we are adjourning at 9:16.